In 1986, Run DMC released their classic album, Raisin Hell. In 1915, Sun MAID released their classic product, Raisins. Hell, let's talk about them.
Snacks with Wax.
Raisins are just grapes without water. Dehydrated grapes. They feel at home in a granola bar or in a bag of trail mix. The only reason they get a bad rap is because somebody decided it was okay to give them out for Halloween, pitting them against candy. So as a kid, when you see people repeatedly put this into your trick-or-treat bag, you can't help but build up what's known as raisin resentment, sometimes shortened to resentment. But raisins never said they were candy. It's kind of like when an overbearing stage mom forces their child to audition for American Idol, and Simon Cowell's like, she's just not a good singer. And the kid's like, I never said I was a good singer. See, Mom? Even Simon says so. I'm not a good singer. I want to be a veterinarian. Anyway, after eating all your good candy, these would be at the bottom of the bag with the good and plenties. The type of candy you didn't eat till about November 15th. You ever notice that the bottom of the bag always had mad good and plenties in it? Yeah. Good and plenty should just be called plenty. I guess mediocre and abundant as fuck just doesn't have a ring to it. Yup, around November 15th or so, you're shoving these things into your cavity-infested post-Halloween mouth, trying to pretend they're as good as Twix. They're not. No kid has that good of an imagination. Even Raisinets, which are these covered in chocolate, are still a bottom of the bag Halloween candy. I mean, out of all the things you could cover in chocolate, you chose raisins? What, were artichoke hearts busy that day? At least use the sugar-coated ones from Raisin Bran. It's a beautiful girl. You don't see the bonnet too much anymore. Love the double entendre. She's a maid in the sun and the raisins are made by the sun. There's a big difference between a maid and a maiden. Ironically, a maid does not have it made. A maiden has a maid and has it made. A maiden looks at her maid and points to the bed and says, I want to have it made. The family that gave out sun-made raisins on Halloween was generally the oddball family on the block. You know what I'm saying? They may have a big turtle instead of a dog. The mom handmade the kids' toys out of wicker. The dad was some kind of cult leader and the kids couldn't get stuff from the ice cream man because it was against their religion. Sun-made raisins, let's eat them. See if I can...
The old classic box.
Remember how they stick in the box sometimes?
Yeah,
like, you know?
There's always a couple that's stuck on the bottom.
They're almost like little insects, you know what I mean? Look how different sizes and shapes.
They're not the most attractive snack.
No, but you know what? Some things aren't about looks. They're about taste, feel, and your other senses. Hearing, sight. Wait, did I say no? Not sight.
Touch.
Touch. These are better than I remember. Wow. Ingredients: raisins. Raisins are mechanically stemmed and may contain an occasional grape stem or wood piece.
You know they had to add that warning because someone died due to a wood piece.
Yeah, there was a crazy guy that worked at the Sun-Maid factory that kept putting little wood pieces in there. You know, like when you always hear about the Halloween guy that put razor blades in the apples or whatever? These are mad sugary. I feel like if you ground up raisins into a powder, they'd be a good, like, you could use it in coffee. They'd be a good sugar substitute, you know what I mean? It'd be like the Splenda of the vine. When you think of raisins, you think of like them inside of a granola bar or in a cookie. So they're always accompanied by something that's much more hard, you know what I'm saying? But when they're by themselves, in the raw, they're quite freaking moist. Much softer and much more welcomed by my mouth for some reason. Like I said earlier, the stigma behind raisins is based on the fact that they have to compete with candy. When by themselves, I'd say they're quite delicious. You want one?
I would love one. It's pretty good, man.
Really? You like the raisins?
Yeah, I love the raisins, dude. See those two up top?
Yeah.
Defying the laws of gravity. You gotta get all the way in there. That's why they make those little mini boxes, because this is like, you gotta have a pretty long finger to get all the way down there. You need those mini boxes so the little kids can get there.
Stop fingering the box.
Sun-made raisins. They surpass my expectations.
Nice. With the rhyme? The sun provides us all with life. And right now I feel like I have some of its rays inside my belly. I give Sun-Maid raisins an 8 out of 10. I fuck with them. This week's snack was suggested by Wax and Herbal T to themselves. Feel free to leave a comment. What should we review next?